Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Coco Kay and day 19 of our 30-day island challenge. Today we are going to be working on the campsite build, which I'm a huge fan of. I think it looks really good. So I'm so excited to get that started with you guys. If you don't know, doing a 30-day challenge, starting and finishing this island within 30 days. It is a jungle core island, and we have 11 days left. It's day 19. We'll end on the 30th of the challenge. So if you want to stay up to date with the challenge, make sure that you subscribe. Start back from the beginning if you want to. I have posted almost every single day in the month of December. So yeah, but if you want to see the campsite build, oh hi, also I'm Corinne. If you're new here, I just fully forgot to say my name, but hi, welcome or welcome back. But if you want to see fully updated, if you want to see the campsite build, I'm not even gonna edit this. If you want to see the campsite build, please keep watching. Welcome to the chaotic energy of me filming. Cool, let's go. I forgot to add, we also have 2 campsite villagers in this video, which is pretty exciting, including a campsite villager right now. So let's go see them first. What's up? We have a campsite villager, so we're gonna go check it out. There they are. Oh, sweet baby boy. Good morning. Let's see who the campsite villager is. Oh, I think Peck? Robin? Peck. Okay. He looks fun, but he's not coming on the island. I like his mug though. Okay, good times. Let's get going. So we put down an incline and paid that off. I'll show you guys a little bit later, but we are in the very top left corner of the island, to the left of the dinosaur build. So we're kind of off on our own, and this used to be, as I'm taking down this cliff, a little 3rd level cliff. But I wanted to keep this on the 2nd level just because I wanted the full access of the area, because you know, like, you can't plant trees all the way around and all of that stuff. So just decided to take down this entire cliff, and yeah, there's not that much more to say about it than that. But I had to go take that lily of the valley off. But yeah, so yeah, right there you can see all the dinosaur stuff. I take down cliffs in this way, line by line, because it's faster. When you take down cliffs like right next to each other, they're like round off a little bit around the edges, and it adds time on. So that's why I do the lines. But overall, it works really well, and it really wasn't that bad. This is one of my least favorite things to do in the game. I'm not a super big fan of terraforming just because of how long it takes. But I'm happy that I did this and took the time to do it. I then put up like a little tiny cliff over here to kind of like round off this edge. One of the most important things to me during this build was to separate the campsite from this like dinosaur neighborhood area, so I made sure to do that. And then, as always, we started with some trees, so put the trees down. Oh, and I completely forgot to mention that when I put down that bridge, I also put down the campsite back there, which you can't see. And then that kitchen, the pipe, and the storage shed are all being used for the building purposes to help me so I can just if I need anything, I can just go straight to there. And the pipe is where it goes to where all of my trees and plants are that I would need for the build. So first off, like I said, most important, building a barrier between the dinosaur section and the campsite. So that started off with different layers of trees, like I'm doing now, and then I moved on to wanting to like divide off the back of the area, so like putting trees behind the campsite and in between the cliff and the cliff and the actual campsite area, to make it look more like it's in the woods than just it's on a cliff overlooking the. So this always takes like a little bit of time when I'm doing the trees at the beginning of the builds to see where I want them and see where I want them to go, especially for this island because I use giant vines as well, which I will add in a little bit, and also using the different levels of trees, which I always say is my number one design tip. If you ever want to ask me, I did not learn this, like I didn't teach myself this, I learned this from other creators, but layering is huge, and it just helps give depth, can't speak, to the space, but the different levels of trees is just like chef's kiss, you know what I mean? You get it? So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I literally fill up my entire pockets with trees and plants and things like that, and especially in spaces like this when you need a ton of trees, but so I'll do all of this before I even pull out any of the other items. So like I said, giant vines, I fully forgot at the beginning of this when I started decorating this area that I could use giant vines, and so I ended up getting a lot more and adding some in. And the giant vines just like, oh, speaking of chef's kiss, just like complete everything. They're just so freaking perfect, and they're just, oh, incredible. So we love that for us. Then always have to add some filler with the flowers and the glowing moss and the weeds. We stan, highly recommend. And then I ran down and grabbed some more trees to add into the back here, because you really need the big trees in the back, and it just ends up completing the whole entire process. Also, Flick was here this day and like fully got in my way like multiple times, and I was like, why are you even over here? Like, please go back to the plaza, like get to the front of the island. Like, I am in literally the middle of nowhere on this island right now, and you're being really freaking annoying. So that was fun. After I got all the trees down that I wanted to plant, I started going on the path and just worked that back to the campsite. I say this at the end of the video, but I really was originally thinking that I was going to do multiple tents, and like the child's tent, that item, and then also I was even considering creating another account on my Switch and putting another person onto the island to like build like a big campsite, but I kind of did that on one of my farm core island, and so I didn't really want to do it again. And I just kind of like let my creativity do whatever I wanted for this build. So when I get to the rest of the build, I was like, you know what, like I want an area, I'm starting right now, I want an area where I can have like a campfire and all that stuff. So I just kind of built this out and then like felt it out, and then I was like, you know what, like let's just we have the one campsite, let's just build it out from there, because it's so far away from the rest of the island that I wanted it to be like its own space, like its own thing. And this is where Flick gets in the way, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Please leave me alone. But anyway, he's so annoying. I love. Okay, please ignore everything to the right now, because I built that all out and I filmed it, but then I changed everything up, so I decided not even to show you my mistake. So first off, I'm building this little area, which is going to be a DIY zone. The reason that I'm doing that is, if you don't know, when you bring an amiibo into your campsite, they're gonna ask you to craft DIYs for them, and so I always like to have some type of DIY bench or crafting station right next to the campsite. Also, I just like having storage sheds all over my island. I think it's extremely helpful, and yeah, that's just one of my fave things. Also, this little small bamboo right next to me and like right behind the outdoor bench, I do eventually get rid of because it is so annoying. But you guys will see that later when I start doing the filler for the rest of the island, or for the rest of the campsite area, the rest of the island, sorry. But here is where I realize that I want to redo some things, I think. Oh God, no, it's not. This is me brainstorming, okay? I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? Oh my God. And so I'm just gonna cut this and we're gonna go straight to when I start building a little pond. Hold on. Look, I'm building a pond. So now at this point I decided that I'm like, okay, so we have like the campfire section, we're gonna have the DIY crafting section, like we need one more section to like balance everything out. I'm like, let's add a fishing section. So I just start freaking waterscaping away for fun, and I decide to build a little pond for the campsite. I don't know, camping and fishing just like kind of makes sense to me. So that's why I was doing it. I also didn't want to move any of those trees, so the water had to be that far away from the trees. And then I realized that all of my items are going to be too close to the water and it's not going to look good. So this is when I realized I have to like move everything around. So we're gonna finish up the little tiny pond and then bring it all the way back here, and then eventually I realized that, oh, I need to move these items. Yeah, there we go. And so then we start just making the pond. I am so happy I decided to add a fishing area to the campsite build. If you are new to the challenge, or like have this one of your first videos that you're watching from this island, you may not know I've been obsessed with fishing areas on the island. I think this is the fourth one. I just think they're super fun, and I think they're really cute and really simple and like perfect for a filler. Just truly, I think they're perfect for a filler. So I adjusted the little DIY-ish section just a little bit, and then I decided to rebuild everything and replace everything down. Wow, the way I just said down, I sounded like a kindergarten teacher. Sorry about that. I use a ton of outdoor furniture. The outdoor furniture is some of my, it's like probably, it's not my favorite for item line in the game. I'm sure it's item collection. I don't know. You guys, someone can tell me what it means. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with terminology. But it's definitely the most used right now for me, the outdoor set. Ooh, item set? That sounds correct. But as you can see, I literally use everything. Outdoor bench, outdoor kitchen, outdoor table, outdoor folding chairs, everywhere. Literally everywhere. I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so cute. It's just, ugh, it's gold. It's gold. I also really like using the outdoor bench as, a table as well. Plop down the campsite sign, which I love. I think you get it from Pocket Camp. I took it from a treasure island. And then I picked up some other little tiny items like this like stacked wood and stuff like that to add to like complete the campsite, and also the crafting station at. Also, I know in the background you can see like a little fishing area. I redo that whole area, so that's why I also didn't show you that. I figured that you guys would need to see all that. But yeah, add a bunch of the tiny camping items, and then I also drop a bunch of materials over here. Oh, I love this utility wagon, by the way. It's one of my favorite like little it's one of my favorite little items. So drop some materials, open the present. Oh, look at this. Oh, we got a cake. Drop the materials. We got mom's homemade cake, which I ended up putting on near the outdoor kitchen because I didn't want to get another food item and it fit fine. So, oh, and the outdoorsy shovel. I love the outdoorsy tools, are my favorite tools. Fun fact as well about me. Oh, also I found like adding little weeds into these areas like this just adds a lot of dimension. They just look so cute. Like, look at the weeds in that area, adorable. See, there's mom's cake, add it all. And that was just like kind of the finishing off of the items. And then I decided to make a transparent tile. And this is actually how you make a transparent tile. I learned this from Liz the Lass, but I use transparent tiles in places where I don't want flowers or weeds or anything to spawn, so that I can create a spawning section, which I have laid out right now next to Stitch's house, next to my dino build. It pink so I could lay it down and see where all I laid it, and then I will turn it back to transparent after I'm done. So I just lay it down on the floor, wherever, because I don't want anything to go onto this dark dirt path besides those weeds and the items. And so then I do the same over here as well and just kind of run around and see wherever I can fit it. I don't do this all over the island, just in areas like this where I don't want to fill up the whole thing, because like I'll fill up the grass like with a bunch of weeds and everything, and then I'll go back and change the transparent tile from pink back to transparent, so then you can't see it on the ground. Yay, transparent tile, woo woo woo. See, look, and then nothing will grow and the pink is gone. Exciting. Now to finish off the build, I just go into filler items, as you guys have seen me done a ton before. I use the Green Mom's mush I don't know what word I was trying to say, mush partitions, mush lamps, also some Karopi lanterns, and even I have vine benches in my pockets. I don't think I put them down. Oh, there you go. Say goodbye to that stupid tree. That was so annoying. A bunch of shrubs, which I need to get more of, and then of course glowing moss and weeds. So I'm just gonna let you guys see the rest of that, and then I will talk to you when we get back to our fishing area. And there we go, we finished the build, we finished the campsite. I might do something down here because I don't really like how the ramp is sticking out, but we walk through. So I originally was planning on doing multiple tents and all of that, but I decided just to do one great big campsite, which I adore this. So over here we have the crafting area, which I just think is fun for a campsite, but also if you ever have a amiibo and you need want to bring someone onto the island, it's nice to have a crafting station right next to it. And then we have the actual like camping area with our sweet baby boy Gyroid, and then we got like a kitchen. I put the cake there because I just had it in my pockets, but maybe I'll switch it out. But yeah, just like a little camping seating area. So cute. And then back there, you can run around this way. But there, you can't really, maybe I'll switch some things, but that's really just for show. You got a fishing area with a little pond, and then you come all the way back and you have a campsite, and we actually have a campsite villager today. So we two campsite villagers in one video. I'm very excited to see who it is. But before we do that, just to show you guys some wayfinding, we are in the very, very top left corner of the map. As you can see, here, we'll go down to the campsite. See, there we are. And we are actually next to where the dinosaur stuff is. So just for wayfinding, if you run all the way through here, and I made it specifically so you could run through here even if there's no path. This is where all the dinosaur stuff is. You can't see the top of him. Can you see the top of him like this? Oh, there we go. This is where all the dinosaur stuff is. So just for some wayfinding. But I feel like I did a pretty good job isolating the campsite. Okay. Let's see the campsite villager. Let's do it. Oh. Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay. LOL. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm going to end the video here, obviously, as I'm doing the outro. Just because I feel like this took me a while, but it was like a pretty good build, you know, like a solid good build for a video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some of our fun campsite villagers. I almost said campsite villagers that we had during the video. Let me know what build you guys want to see next. We have like 4 main builds still coming up: the entrance, resident services, Abel's, and then also Blather's tent. So other than that, we'll just do some filler areas on the island, but we're coming together really, really nicely. I've been super excited about the island, and I know we're on day 19, but we only have 10 days left, but I am fully confident in us. So if you want to keep updated with our 30-day island challenge, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get notified every time I upload. But with all that being said, thank you guys again so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Love you. Bye.